I'm Blake.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
Hi, I'm Kate.
I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Bridget.
And I'm Ronnie.
And we are a part of the Knott's 2020 Most Influential Weddings.
Hey friends, I'm back again. Today we're going to be chatting with members of the Knott's Most Influential Weddings crew about their relationship health and their pride experiences together. So let's get into it.
So what helped you realize that your partner was the one?
I remember I was like whipping my little Kia Rio around Ohio and Sarah was driving behind me and she was following me to somewhere and I like looked in my passenger mirror. Sarah was behind me and I like blew her a kiss and she caught it and like, what'd you do? You caught it and like put it on your chest or something like that and I was like, God. And that's literally, I'm not kidding. I've said that story since we started
It's
like
true.
together. That is like the moment I knew. I was like, I'm gonna marry this girl.
There wasn't a specific moment, but it was just the fact that I could be my full self. It was the fact that we liked the same things and I could literally just be Ronnie. And I hadn't had that before. So that's when I was like, okay, this is it. This is where I want to be.
And when I realized that the thought of her not being in my life made me more upset than like anything else ever, I think that was the point where I was like, oh, this is probably like a life thing.
I really had never thought about being with someone, and if I was, I wanted to know that if I was going to be with them, it was for the right reasons and vice versa. And I didn't want it to be about monetary value. I didn't want it to be about what we could gain from each other. I wanted it to just be about, is this somebody who fights for me and that I want to fight for?
The stuff that made our relationship a lot more solid, it was a lot of just the kind of the trials and everything that we had to go through. And some of it had to do with the professional team that he was working with, some people on the team anyway. They wanted him to basically close off the whole gay side of his life.
I was basically put back in a closet.
That was really hard for him, and we worked through that together, and there were lots of long nights where we would talk about how to approach that and how to basically just lean on each other and support each other.
I used to tell him all the time, you can just, it's okay if you want to break up with me. Because like, it's not fair. It's never ever been fair for me to bring someone into that path with me. There's a group of people who want to help give me my dream, but they said, here's the rules. You have to play by these set of rules if you want us to help you. And if I said no, I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I have had. And I wouldn't have the platform to speak out about these things. And I wouldn't be able to take that narrative and to own it and to tell young people, like, it's okay to fight against this.
What role do you feel like your family dynamic plays in your relationship?
Yeah, my family, they're fantastic. Like my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, everyone, my extended family, everyone knows and everyone has been like amazing.
Her family, her parents are literally my parents.
Yeah.
So for me, I came out and was kicked out by my parents, and they're no longer a part of my life after like 5 years of trying to maintain a relationship with them that wasn't healthy, because it just always caused me like dimming my life or hiding Sarah or whatever. I just decided that like anybody that we have in our life now like loves us so unconditionally and so wholeheartedly that like we're not like there's nothing, it doesn't feel like anything's missing.
Right.
If that makes sense.
That's a good way to put it.
We're just all like very close. And I will say I cannot wait until we bring some kids into the fold so that they can be grandparents and see how that dynamic
when
plays
that all
out.
comes
I
out.
know, right? But we're very fortunate to have parents that are very, very supportive of not only our lifestyle, but of the relationship. Yeah.
What are your favorite things to do together?
Game nights, we garden.
We do lots of gardening.
We love our garden.
He chopped down a tree with an axe the other day, and it was pretty
gosh. Rugged.
We like to cook a lot together too. I usually like to do more cooking stuff, and he's really good with baking stuff.
So he likes to make dinner and I like to make dessert.
Yeah.
We love going to the beach.
The beach, yeah. It's a big
Day
one.
drinking
We
together.
love day drinking.
Woo! And playing with our dog.
Oh, and Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart.
Yeah.
What are your favorite things about each other?
I would say how thoughtful Bridget is. She's so unbelievably thoughtful.
I think my favorite thing about her is like she will do whatever it takes to get like a laugh or to do like a cool photo or to make sure we're having fun.
This girl is just, I mean, unless she's PMSing, she's the most positive person in the entire world. Like, there's like 1 week out of every month where I'm like, all right, girl. But
I love that Kate is so selfless no matter what. She's just like always thinking about other people.
He's like legitimately very nurturing.
I think he's just very genuinely kind and loving and just very much an open-minded person.
So I'm curious about, what does pride look like to you as a couple, or what does pride mean to you?
We're proud of who we are. We're proud of our relationship. We're proud of the life we've built. We're proud of where we're going with our lives. And it's more of a year-round thing of us showing the normalcy and how gay relationships are just, it's not a gay relationship, it's just a relationship.
It's just a sense of celebrating individuality and your identity.
How we celebrate together is just by being together. You know what I'm saying? We're two women in love, and that is an act of defiance. That is pride right there.
What is the importance of self-love, self-acceptance, and that understanding of pride in your relationship?
But I think it took me a really long time to like acknowledge that I was someone worthy of love. I have a lot of other things going on, so it just took me a while to acknowledge that those things mattered. And then I think that helped our relationship too, because you're not going to be in a relationship that's strong and can handle people who don't respect themselves.
I know how the world reacts to someone like me. I've seen it, I've experienced it. But in all that, I'm still gonna be me. Literally, what you see is what you get. And it took a while for me to get there, you know? And I think just knowing myself really helped me to be the best girlfriend and wife I can be.
Accepting this part of who we are is so important, because if you are ashamed of parts of yourself and you want to hide parts of yourself, you can't fully give yourself to somebody else.
I don't rely on her to make me happy. And I think that's what makes us the people we are, and that helps build the relationship that we have, is because we are separately happy and we celebrate that together.
That's like one of our biggest things in our relationship, is always making sure that as individuals, like, we feel okay. Like, I want her to have her life and I want me to have my own life, and then we meet in the middle. And if they join together, that's amazing. But I never want us to just be Kate and Sarah. Like, I still want to be Kate and I still want her to be Sarah.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's end this one by quoting RuPaul. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for our next installment in this Pride series, in which we'll be talking to our couples about their big days, their wedding vision, and their planning advice.